yeah. Papoose used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
So he came up every day. Every visit.
For the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a max, you have a visit every day, except for it alters on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday.
Chiller Remy, Massachusetts is clearly feeling some type of way now that Papoose has a new girlfriend, and she's not exactly thrilled about it. Word is she's been criticizing him for moving on too quickly. Now, let's break this down. Remy, Massachusetts out here trying to gaslight Papoose for starting a new chapter, which is wild considering the tea. She cheated on him not with just one, but two men and still expected him to stay loyal and keep his vows. Seriously. To dial up the drama, Remy, Massachusetts has been out here telling anyone who will listen that Papoose gave up on her too easily. According to her, he should have fought for their love. And get this, she's still proudly wearing the engagement ring he gave her, claiming it symbolizes the hope she held onto that they'd eventually reconcile. But here's the twist: Remy and Papoose weren't just any couple. They were the couple, a shining example of black love that fans admired and celebrated. Their relationship was a rare gem in an industry full of messy breakups and scandals. People rooted for them because their love seemed genuine, unshakable, and built on loyalty. So when news of their separation broke, it was a gut punch to fans everywhere. But then came the real bombshell: Remy had been unfaithful. The internet was not ready for that revelation. Why? Because Papoose had established himself as the gold standard for loyalty in relationships. Think about it: when Remy was arrested in 2008, Papoose didn't just stand by her, he put his entire life on hold to support her. He became the epitome of a ride-or-die partner, visiting her in prison every single weekday from morning until afternoon. And we're not talking about casual support here. He canceled studio sessions, turned down performances, and skipped major events, all so he could be there for her during one of the toughest chapters of her life. Now, considering all of that, fans are understandably side-eyeing Remy's current narrative. How can she call him out for moving on when he's already sacrificed so much for her? Some are empathetic, saying heartbreak isn't always logical, and her feelings are valid. Others, however, think she's out of line for guilt-tripping a man who's already done more for her than most would. What do you think? Is Remy justified in feeling hurt, or is it time for her to let Papoose live his life in peace? Either way, this story is layered with love, loyalty, and betrayal, and it's got everyone talking.
So literally
every
the first
day.
year,
How far is Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on traffic.
So he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah, it got to a point where I had to tell him, like, yo, like, I'm good.
So let me break this down for you. Papoose was the definition of ride or die for Remy Ma, and honestly, the lengths he went to for her were wild. During her time in jail, he was so committed that he even risked his own freedom trying to sneak her a skeleton key. Yeah, you heard that right, a skeleton key. Of course, he got caught, and as a result, he was banned from seeing her for 6 months. Honestly, getting off with just a 6-month ban feels like a slap on the wrist, considering how big a risk he took just to show his loyalty. And if that wasn't enough, Papoose decided to marry Remy while she was still incarcerated. That's right, he didn't just wait for her, he made her his wife despite the circumstances. For 6 more years, he stayed completely faithful to her while she served her time. Loyalty like that is rare, especially in the entertainment industry. Even when rumors popped up that he'd cheated and gotten another woman pregnant, Papoose shut them down immediately. His response? I love the ground my wife walks on and would never cheat. But hypothetically speaking, if I did, it wouldn't be with someone this unattractive. Ouch. He made it clear the whole story was bogus and he wasn't going to let fake bloggers tarnish his name. Meanwhile, while Papoose was holding it down for Remy, the streets were buzzing with reports that she was, let's just say, less than loyal. Turns out she cheated on him with a rapper named Easy the Block Captain. To complicate matters, Easy and Papoose were friends and associated. Talk about betrayal. Things took a dramatic turn when Papoose and Easy reportedly crossed paths at an industry event. According to an eyewitness, the two men ended up throwing hands, and word is, Papoose knocked Easy out cold. The drama didn't stop there. During one of Easy's rap battles, he got called out for messing with his friend's wife, and Remy was mocked for cheating on someone as loyal as Papoose. The rap scene wasn't having it, and the backlash was brutal. As for Remy and Easy, that fling didn't last long. The pressure from the rap community and public scrutiny was too much. After they split, Remy was spotted cozying up to another rapper, Bad News. The two were photographed hugging and even rocking matching watches, sparking rumors that they were an item. Remy tried to deny it at first, probably because she was still dealing with the fallout from her relationship with Easy, but multiple media outlets confirmed they were together. Through all of this, Papoose never publicly dragged Remy. He didn't say a negative word about her or do anything to embarrass her. Instead, he chose to quietly move on with his life. And now, for the first time in what feels like forever, Papoose has found happiness again with someone new. Word on the street is that his new lady is a boxer and Papoose is keeping things low-key. He's reportedly hoping that staying out of the spotlight will give their relationship a better chance to thrive. But here's the kicker, seeing Papoose move on has apparently crushed Remy. Inside sources say she's been feeling some type of way ever since she found out about his new relationship, especially because the woman he's dating is younger. According to these sources, Remy has been venting to anyone who will listen, claiming she's heartbroken that Papoose didn't fight harder for their love. She even said the reason she never filed for divorce was that she hoped they could work things out despite her infidelity. And just when you thought the drama was over, Remy went live on social media to talk about fighting someone. Now, who she's referring to or what that's about is anyone's guess, but it's clear the situation is far from resolved.
Yeah, I really be feeling like every now and then somebody needs to get the... What you talking about? Not Tara's talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They gotta fight. Like, people like, oh, fighting is beneath me. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? I don't care. I don't care. If you know you little, don't with people.
Honestly, I can't feel sorry for Remy in this situation. It's giving bigger than you energy. And not in a good way. Like, come on, you knew what it was when you stepped out. We all know Remy has a flair for the dramatic. And even though she and Papoose barely speak these days, she's still holding on to that massive engagement ring he gave her after she got out of prison. Why? Because she's convinced there's still a chance they could work things out. But let's be real, Papoose has moved on. He's only keeping things civil for the sake of their daughter. The crazy part, Remy is apparently upset that he's found love again, despite everything. Let's not forget, this man was loyal to her throughout her entire incarceration. Even after they split, he stayed single for almost a year to see if there was any hope of reconciliation. Now that he's finally found someone who makes him happy, she's talking about missing him and wanting to patch things up. Girl, what? That's not romantic, it's selfish, and honestly, it's not a beneficial look. When the internet caught wind of Remy being upset over Papoose's new relationship, people were shook. Fans pointed out that she probably thought he'd never replace her. But come on, did she really think no one would snatch up a man like Papoose? He's loyal, mature, and clearly knows how to hold it down. Let's not ignore the fact that while Papoose gave her patience, a dream wedding, and a beautiful daughter, she still stepped out on him. And not even with someone on his level. At the end of the day, it feels like Papoose loved her more than she loved him, and his maturity throughout this whole situation is unmatched. So what do you think? Does Papoose deserve the shade Remy's throwing at him? Or is it time for Remy to step back, reflect on her actions, and just let this man live his life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and for more tea, watch the next video.